Hello everyone, I'll show you how to produce these elements in 3D model. But the first thing you need to make sure if you finish all this one in 2D, draw everything, include the dimensions, and then place this one in your layout. Remember this layout is in A1 paper. Let me just change this viewport because this viewport is wrong layer. Let me change for left point. Let me escape, and I'm gonna use the preview to see the result of this one. So yeah, I have something like that because I use different colors. If you use a black and white, would be fine. All right, just you use this one to show you in 3D each part of them. Don't forget to include your part list. This is very important for the assessment. The part list here need to start from the bottom to the top. Please make sure to position this title block on top of this part list on top of this title block, title, subtitles, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the bottom to up. And the material, make sure to include here according to your ID number. Let me show you on the document, because the document you are able to understand which material you have to use. So just scroll down and you have this table. This table, according to your last digit of your student ID number, so you're gonna select your material. For example, if your last number is number 7, 8, or 9, you have to select zinc, and then you're gonna change the material for all the elements for zinc. All right, make sure this paper is A1 ISO full bleed, A1 841 by 594. So this is the size for your 2D drawing. Okay, let me cancel this one. After that, please just make a copy of your title block, but in the second one I just rename here as 3D. Let's go to page setup manager, and please change this one for A3 size. Let me go to modify, and I'm gonna use ISO full bleed A3 420 by 297. Just click OK and close, and this is my title block for my 3D model. Okay, I will come back for the model. This is my 2D. I'm not gonna change this one anymore because I've already finished it. I'm going to the layers, and I'm gonna just turn it off the dimensions and the text. Actually, make sure to freeze this one because I don't want to copy anything. After that, just create a copy. I'm gonna Control C, and I'm gonna copy somewhere here. Let me copy again. I just did the copy before. Let me delete this one. And this is my elements. And now I can turn it on the layers that I turned it off before. So, and they come back with the layers again here. Okay, we're not gonna use this one anymore. Now we're gonna work in these other parts. All right, the next step, you have to click on the house button next to the view cube. Click there. Right click on the view cube and change for parallel. I'm gonna zoom in, and I'm gonna start to do the 3D model for each part of them. So I'm gonna use the, actually before I start to do this one, just one click on top of the line and make sure if they select everything. If they didn't select all the lines for this object, make sure to join. all that lines. How can I do this one? Very simple. Just type the letter J and you're gonna see the join. Click join and select your object. Okay? And they're gonna join everything. And now when you click, all the elements are already joined. If if you don't do this step, you are not able to press pull the area, and you have some issues during the assessment. For example, for this one, this is the clit. So if you join this one, so could be a rectangle, but they're not gonna select the circle because the circle is not connected to the line, so it would be fine. Same thing for this one. The purling, make sure all the boundaries close. Just one click on the line, and you see all the lines are connected together. If not, again, use the command join to create just one element for this one. Let's start to press pull all the elements according to the dimensions. So I'm gonna use here press pull. Make sure to position the mouse inside of the object, not on top of the line. Please don't click on the line, click inside. But before you do this one, let me escape. Select the correct layer. In my case, rafter. And then I'm gonna use the press pull. Let me see the size for this press pull. I need to come back to the folder, this one. Let me go 3D element, this one. This is my rafter. Rafter length 1000 plus your last two ID numbers. So have to type 1000. Make sure you use your last two ID number to complete this length. In my case, I'm gonna use only 1000. So press pull. I'm gonna click inside of the area. One click there. Move your mouse up and type the dimension. I'm gonna type 1000 and enter and escape. And I'm gonna do for the same. I'm gonna do the same steps for the other objects. I'm gonna hold those shift and rotate to see the other elements and do the same process. I'm gonna change for purling clit. This purling clit, I've checked the document. The document says the thickness for that one. Let me show you. Where is that? This one. So the thickness for that 8 mil. Alright, so I'm gonna press pull. Again, click inside of the object and then move your mouse up and just type 8. Enter. The next one is this clit, the other clit. Let me check the dimension for them. This one. So I have here 8 mil. This is the thickness for this clit. Change the layer, angle, press pull. That means zooming here. Select inside of the area, click there, move your mouse up and type the thickness 8, enter. Next one, I'm gonna do this clit angle. So let me see if I have here, actually angle clit. So I didn't change this layer. Let me select this one. This is my angle clit, white color, and now I'm gonna change my layer and press pull. Let me see the dimension for this one. This is this one. So I have this angle and the length 582. You have to press pull with that number. Press pull. Select inside on the area. One click. Move up and type 582. Enter. And I need to do the same for this one. So I'm just rotate a little bit like that to see all the object. Press pull Let me see the dimension for this one. Actually, the length size or length dimension. So this one, purling length. Same thing with you did for the rafter. 1,000 plus your last two ID numbers. So I'm gonna select inside. They're gonna find all the area. Click there and move to the top. But let me escape here because I forgot to change the layer. So I'm gonna use purling. Now press pull and then I'm gonna click inside. Make sure to move up before type the number and type 1,000 plus your last ID number and press enter. That's great. You already finished the size for each element. Okay. Now I have to make the assembly for this one. I need to understand what's the position I have to do for each element of this one. This purling need to go on top of the rafter. This clit need to go on top of the rafter as well, faced with the rafter like this model. I have the clit on the bottom right and the bottom left of the rafter, and the angle connects with the clit and the purling each side. Let's start to position this one exactly the same that I can see in this example, and I'm able to make the rotation. To make the rotation for each element, I need to use this command 3D rotate. To use this one, I really recommend to use the ortho mode. Please turn the ortho mode on. And this one we allowed you to rotate all the element 90 degrees. So you're not gonna lose the angle during the process. So the first thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna rotate this rafter and I'm gonna position this letter Y, not letter, but the shape Y to the front view of my view cube. So I'm gonna click on that command 3D rotate, click there, select the rafter, press enter, and you are able to see this symbol. So I would like to rotate around the circle, the red circle, this one. I'm gonna click on that red circle, they're gonna become yellow or gold color. Click there, one click, and then you are able to move your mouse. If you move your mouse down or up, they're gonna rotate. So I just move my mouse down and one click. They already position my rafter in a horizontal way. Just press escape and you see your rafter in a horizontal way. I'm gonna delete this 2D because I don't need this one anymore. And my rafter is already positioned in a way that I'd like to position. Next one, I would like to make this one in a vertical way. I'm gonna use the same process. Click on that 3D rotate, select the object, press enter, and I'd like to rotate in a vertical way. Use this X, the red one. Just click on that circle, the red one, and move your mouse. Move your mouse up, or move your mouse down. But if you move your mouse down, your clit would be positioned upside down. Just make sure to move your mouse up and click on the top. Actually, let me do this one again. Let me control Z. So I need to make sure what's the correct position for this one. So this one is my base. So the base, so the big dimension here must be on the bottom and the small dimension must be on the top. So when you use this command, click there, select the object, press enter, select the red one. Okay, let me rotate a little bit. This is the red color. Click there and move your mouse up. So my big dimension on the bottom, so this is correct. So just one click and they're gonna position, press escape. Okay, after that I'm able to position this clip on the top of the rafter. How can I do this one? I can use the command move. Click on the command move, select your object, press enter, and then take the center. You are able to see the triangle midpoint. Click that midpoint and then position on the midpoint of the rafter and click there. They're gonna position on the midpoint. Let me delete this clip. And I don't need this one anymore. Alright, so I've already positioned two parts of my fly bracing, the rafter and that clit. So now I'm gonna do the same for these small clits. I will use the 3D rotate, click there, select this object, press enter, and I need to lift it up in a vertical way, so I'm gonna use the red one again because I would like to rotate that X. Click there and move your mouse up because that corner with the fillet need to place on the corner of the rafter. So let me show you. I'm gonna move my mouse up and one click there and press enter or escape. Escape now, and then I'm gonna use the command move, click on the object, press enter, take the center of the fillet, click there and position on the center of the fillet of the rafter and click there. They're gonna position exactly on top of the base or the flange of this rafter. And please delete this clit. Nice. Now I would like to work on this angle, and this angle, let me see the position for them. This one. So this angle, so that small thickness need to face to me, and then I need to include the bolt holes, and after that I have to position on top of the clit. Let me rotate that one in a correct position. So this is gonna be my front view, this one. So what I'm gonna do, let me just use the command move. I'm gonna use the command move here because my angle, I don't want to work next to this purling. So just use the command move, just move somewhere here, like that. Just use the command move with the ortho mode on. After this one, I'd like to rotate in a X axis. So 3D rotate, select the object, press enter, and then I'm gonna use the blue one. Click there and move your mouse. So I'm gonna move my mouse. Let me just use shift and middle button of the mouse to see the position that I have to rotate. I'm gonna move my mouse. So again, actually let me do again. So this is way. So this is the original one before. I'm gonna use 3D rotate. Select this one, this angle, enter. I'm gonna use the blue one, click there, and then I'm gonna move my mouse to the back and click there, and I'm gonna do again. Click on that one, move my mouse to the back, and this is the position that I would like to see. So there we go. because this thickness would be the same with this drawing, this one, face to me. All right, now I have to rotate this element 45 degrees. So I'm gonna click on this front of the view cube, one click there. They're gonna show me these elements on the front. And I'm gonna change this view style to 2D frame, just to see my element. And I'm gonna change the coordinates here to the front view. And now I have to rotate this angle 45 degrees. Just use the normal rotate or type rotate in your keyboard. Select the element, press enter, take the base point, remove the ortho mode, click there, and now you are able to rotate this one. So if I need to rotate 45 degrees like that, so this is gonna be 45, 90, 135, 108. So this one 270. So 270 plus 45 could be 315. So just type 315 and press enter. And they already rotate your angle in a 45 degrees. Alright? So, but before we do that, let's create a bolt hole, and then we're gonna rotate this one. Let me Ctrl Z, and let's create the bolt holes here. So to create a bolt hole, so you can create a line as reference. Just take the center here, and let's go up with 10 mil, because this is the distance that show on the document. Let me show you. The document says 10 mil. So from that dimension, I'm gonna create my circle with 14 millimeter diameter. So this is my reference. So I'm gonna change the layer for angle. So this is the angle. Actually, I need to change this one for angle. I forgot to change the layer for angle, green color. And now it's angle. So I'm gonna create a circle. From that point, just open and type the diameter or radius, my case radius 7, diameter 14. Now I can delete this, and let me rotate a little bit to see where they place. Just shift and middle button to see if they place this one correctly. Press pull, click on the center of the circle, and move to the right side and click there. They're gonna create a hole. Let's do the same on the top. I'm just gonna click on the top of the view cube, zoom in on the top of the angle. Let's create a line as reference from the center to down, 10 mil, enter. Let's take the circle, radius, click there, type 7 for radius or 14 for diameter. Delete the line, rotate a little bit like that, and press pull, select the center and move to outside. And done. They create the holes. How do I know? Just change the view style for shaded, and you are able to see the bolt holes for the angle. Alright, I will come back to the wireframe, and I'm gonna rotate this one 45 degrees. Just use the normal rotate, select the object, press enter, and then take this base point. I'm gonna take it off the ortho mode now, and I'm gonna position this one with 315 degrees and press enter. So it's already positioned in a 45 degrees for this one. Alright, I've already did this one. They looks like weird because they use all the area to position this one, but we're gonna position this one later. Good. Let me delete this to the reference. They create this one on 3D model would be fine. And they create this circle here as well. If you have that one, please delete. We don't need that one. Okay, the last step, I have to rotate this purlin exactly on the correct position to position this one on top of the raft. I have to do two rotates, line down, and then rotate this one in another way of this on top of this rafter. So I'm gonna come back this one for shaded to show you the ways. So I will come back to words and click on the home button, right click, parallel, and then I'm gonna rotate this one. Look the angle, what they position the angle for me. It's alright, just use the command move to move this one away, like that. And they create another circle here. Delete that one. Alright, make sure your auto mode is on, and I'm gonna rotate this purlin now. So the purlin, this is my base, so put the base on the bottom. 3D rotate, click there, select the purlin, press enter, and I would like to rotate this purlin using the red circle. Click there, and then make sure to move your mouse up or down. Let me see which one the correct one. Okay, the correct one, if you move your mouse up, because the base will be positioned in the bottom. So move up and just click, and then press escape. Let me delete that reference line. I don't need this one anymore. And now I have to rotate this 190 degrees. Make sure this part here is the front of my object. 3D rotate, again, that command. Select your object, press enter, and now they have to rotate in a blue color. Select the blue one, and then make sure to move your mouse to the front, not to the back, because this is the opposite way. So I need to move my mouse to down, to the front of this where you can see my information, and click there. And I've already positioned this one 90 degrees with my rafter. Press escape, and after this one I'm able to find the center of this rafter to position on top of the rafter, actually the purlin, to position on top of the rafter behind of this clit. And you're gonna finish this part there. Alright, this is a little bit trick, but I'll show you how to do this one. So select your 2D wireframe, and you need to find two lines. You need to make two lines of your purlin. How can I do this one? I need to select the line. No worries about the layer, would be fine if you use the different layers just to find the center of this one. So I'm gonna select this one, and I need to find the center of this one. Click there and make a vertical line like this one. And then after you make that line, I need to select the bottom to make a horizontal line to cross with that line. So click there, gonna find this one and go that way, this way. That's why make sure you are using the auto mode, and click there. Let me rotate a little bit. This is the center that I need to use to position my rafter behind of this clit. With that, if you have that two lines, just take the bottom, this one. How do I know this is correct? Just click on the right when you see this one, look, let, let me just move this one away to show you this one correctly. So I'm gonna click on the house button, parallel, and let me move this purling away. So auto mode's on. I'm gonna select everything, even the lines, and I'm gonna move this one somewhere here, just away for this one, like that. Good. And now I'm gonna show you exactly the lines that I did. So I'm gonna click here left and left here again, and I'm gonna zoom in. So if you have this line exactly came from the front and from the bottom, so this is gonna be your point. So this is correct. So you took the correct points to create that lines on the center of your purling. So if you did this one correctly, you are able to position the purling on top of the rafter. Let me click on the house button and click on the words, and now I'm able to position this purling on top of the rafter behind of this clit. How can I do this one? Command move. I'm gonna select my purling, press enter, and I'm going down. Actually, I'm going close to this intersection. Click there, zoom out, and go next to your clit and take the center on the back of the clit. That center, not on the front, on the back. When you see that triangle midpoint, please just click there, and your purling is already correct placed on the top, and delete this reference line. Let me click on the shaded, and your fly brace is already positioned correctly. So what I have to do now, so this is the purling. So the purling is already placed behind of this clit, and this clit I have 8 mm thickness, and the clit on the bottom have 8 mm thickness as well. But when I position the angle on the top, they're not gonna touch this purling. What I have to do, I have to move this clit 8 mm behind, and after that I'm able to position the angle on top of this one. Let me show you how to do this. So I'm gonna click on the right side of the view cube, and I'm gonna move to actually change for 2D wireframe, and then I'm gonna select or select to just use the command move, click any point, but make sure to change this one for the right. Good, now I'm correct. And I'm gonna move this one to inside with 8 mm. Just type 8 and enter. And then just come back to Word, coordinate Word, and click on the house button. And make sure this is parallel. Right click and check it's parallel. So I just moved this clit 8 mm inside. Okay, with that, I'm able to position that clit, actually that angle, on top of this clit. Let's do this one. So I'm gonna use the command move. Let me change the style here to show you which point I have to take there. So I'm gonna use the command move. Let me rotate a little bit like this one. Command move, select the object and press enter. And then I have to take the back of the circle as my reference point, because if I move my mouse here, they're gonna give me 2 points to center of this bolt hole. I'm gonna select the back, not that one. I need to select this one, just click there, rotate a little bit like that, and then I have to position this one in the front of this, because this one they're gonna show me 2 as well. I have 2 center points. Please use the front one and click there. and they already position this one in a correct place. And you are able to see they already create here a correct position on the top of actually face to the purlin. Exactly the same there. Okay, with that I need to create the bolt holes. Let me just click on the house because I missed some views. Now it's correct. So let me create the circle here. Let me see how to do this one. I think they're gonna recognize the circle here. If I use the press pull and move my mouse inside, click that and make a bolt hole. Just press pull inside of that one. And do the same for the clit. Click there and move inside and click inside of the area, move inside, and they create the bolt holes. Alright, I finished this one. So now I will mirror everything to the left side. Select the front view. Select the front view on the coordinates. So I'm gonna change this one for 2D wireframe. Let me zoom in this one. And then I'm gonna select this one and the clit. And I'm gonna mirror to the side. How to do this one? Just select the mirror command. Click there. Select the clit. Select the angle. Press enter. And then click the center of the rafter on the midpoint. Click there and move your mouse down. And click again. And select no. And done. They already create the other angle. But I need to create a bolt hole there. Let me come back to the shaded. Let me change here for words. And then I need to make the bolt hole here. Press pull. Move your mouse inside of the circle. They need to recognize that one. Move the mouse to the back and click there. And they're gonna create the hole for you. Press escape and then they finish your fly bracing. Right click and parallel. This is your fly brace. I think everything's good. Actually, everything's good. So I need to do one more step before place this one on the paper. I will use the command union. Click there. Select all the object after you finish everything and press enter. Now I have only one object. No worries if they change for one color because I need to change the material for this one. How can I change the material for that? Just go to visualize, material browser. They're gonna open this material browser menu. On the top here, I have to search the material that I have to use for my assessment. So let me check the material that I have here. So I need to scroll down. Just scroll down. Oh yeah, the material I have here, galvanized, stainless, polished, and zinc. So I'm gonna select find zinc, material type metal, and material category metal as well. Let's find that one. So I'm gonna type here zinc. Let's see if they're gonna find some here for me. Let me open a little bit more. I have here zinc, metal, and metal. That's what I need. So I'm gonna select this one. I'm gonna drag to this area. Click there, and then I'm gonna take this one and position on top of my object. They change this one for zinc. That's what I wanna to do for my fly bracing. And if I change this one for perspective, or and then here for realistic, they're gonna show me the correct type of material. And after this one, I need to see what's the type of the environment I have to select. Let me just scroll down. So rendering to visualize, select this one. I need to select Gibson crater for the picture. So for this one, I have to go to render environment and exposure. Click there, turn it on, and then select the first one and close this one. This is the correct one that I would like to render. Just click render and you have the correct picture for your object. Let's see the result. Just processing a little bit. This take a while, depends of the computer, and they're gonna produce the picture for you. Um, After they create the picture, they start to do this one. Like that, done. This is the result. Just save your picture with the name that I told you in the assessment and save this one. I'm gonna cancel here because I don't need this one now. So with that, I'm able to transfer this one to my paper. Let me escape this one. I don't need this. And I go to home. And I'm gonna change this one for 0. I'm gonna select layout, base, and from model space. They are just wait a little bit, and they're gonna position this one. That's what I see. So I'm gonna position one here. This is the front view. Enter. Click there and press enter. And now I'm gonna position this one to this side or the other side. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna click there, and I'm gonna position this one to the top like this. And then I need the 3D model. Let me position the angle left side. Click there, press enter, and done. Just position the objects in a correct place on your paper. Make sure everything fit there. Let me move a little bit down here, and this one a little bit down. So if it's too big, you can change the scale. So I'm gonna select this 3D. I'm gonna move there. So let me remove the ortho mode. Position exactly on the right side, right top. Click there and escape. So I'm gonna select this one, edit view, and then I'm gonna change this one for shaded with visible lines. They're gonna show me that one. Press escape. Let me scale this. I think double click. Scale. I'm gonna change the scale 1 to 10. Much better. Enter. And I just finished my 3D. I have to see the paper that I have to create so I have to include the dimensions. So include the dimension for everything, the dimension for the angle, dimension for the purlin, dimension for the rafter, the names, and include the correct scale for that one. So what I have to do for that, let me do this one to complete my assessment. So I'm gonna change for dimension layer, and I'm gonna include the dimensions. So go to annotate dimension, for example, from this one to there. Actually, let me take the correct one because this one must be here because I have the click there. So dimension, this one to that one. Let me check the bottom. Just make sure this is the correct. So I have this one here, this one with that one. Oh, they are giving me yes 1,000. And same thing for the purlin. So this one must be with your ID number. Don't forget this. 1000, and then I'm gonna use here a line from the center of this one, this angle to the center of the other one. 582. Beautiful. Don't forget to include the angle. So the angle for this one, I can take this base to this base. They're gonna give me here 45 degrees. This is very important. So you can include here the size as well of this part. So it would be fine. So if you get these points to that one with 1000 as well, just make sure you are use 1000. And I'm gonna include another dimension here. 2, the rafter. And please include the names. So you have to scale down a little bit to make sure you are able to place all the information. So the size of the bolt holes. Let me include here, for example, diameter of this one, 18, diameter of this one. But most of the information is already on the 2D model. So 14 for this one and 14 for this one. Okay, with these informations would be enough to submit your assessment. Please make sure to change the information here, and then you are able to save this one. Alright, thanks so much. Hopefully you can finish this one with that video. Thank you.